How are we doing today? This is Evan, and today I'm going to bring you 15 really good, really safe swing trades. All these have really high reward, very low risk. These plays are going to be for those who are beginners, who need some guidance on what I look for, intermediate traders who need to add some low cap and mid cap stocks to their portfolio. This is also going to be for those who have 9 to 5 jobs. I am one of those, right? I can't check my stock portfolio every 10 minutes. I need to know that I've made good sound charting and good sound decisions, and this is going to be for you. Lastly, this is for those who during COVID need to have some extra income. I'm going to do my best to help you guys make it through. I'm very serious about that. I'm hoping I can help you. If this sounds interesting to you, I suggest you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification right down there. But no further ado, let's get into it. This is gonna be rough. My right side's my good side. So the reason I like AEYE, let's start with our support area. It's right here and it's being held. We also have what looks like an ascending triangle, and this channel in itself is really good. We also had a bullish divergence right here to here. As you can see, that was opposite of what it showed on the stochastic. That kind of means there's a reversal coming. As you can see, starting to happen right in our channel. We also know that on the RSI, it was recently oversold, 37. That looks really good for picking up people on scanners at oversold 40. We see it's curling at all three, MACD, Stoch, and RSI, and it is on the chart. Historically, it has just hit this channel and kept on going. Really good. And then the 200 MA is right beneath it. That's a good 7-8 things I really like about AEYE, or AEYE, sorry. Stop loss, I'd set about 1640. If it breaks this channel, don't hold it. But we could easily see 1995. RIP, my boy Billy Mays.
An $80 value for only $19.95. Here's how to order.
$19.95. Okay, so that's a 4-to-1. That's a really good risk to reward ratio right there. So AKTS has just a beautiful history, going up and down, up and down, up and down. It basically has two channels, and right now it's at the bottom of the first one. I called this about 5 days ago, right about here. So it's really kind of starting to curl up, which I like to see. It has good volume at the moment. You can see right here, this tall one right there. That's a sign of a reversal when it has high volume, and it's a green candle. It's at support like that as well. It has a possible double bottom. I don't know if you would really consider this a double bottom, but it certainly can be, and folks will bet on that. The MACD is slowly curling up. Hopefully we have a lot of room to run on that as well. This is a good looking stock. If it really takes off, it's gonna look really good. I would set a stop loss anywhere around 770 down here, because this is about 3%. I'd set one right about here. If it doesn't hold there, cut it. You can get easily out to 895. Billy Mays, no, I'm kidding. But 895, we're looking at about a 4-to-1. This is a great bet right here. With AMH as well, we have a beautiful history of it up climbing and hitting this resistance. I really like this channel a lot. It's hit 3 times, now 4 times. Our rule is 3 times if it survives is now a pattern. The 4th time is just icing on that cake. It looks really good. It's a support that's held very well historically, this area. The 200 MA is right above it. If it breaks that, it has a much higher chance of making to where we want it to go. The RSI is at a good deal. It was just oversold, and so folks caught that, and now they're starting to take notice. We do see a bullish divergence from here to here. As you can see, that's not what the pattern shows us up top. That is in fact a bullish divergence. Historically, it has just been beautifully moving up and down. It's not too volatile, so you can easily take this stock, hold it a few days, and not stress or have white knuckles the whole time carrying it, which I really like for some folks who are getting into trading. I would set a stop loss at 28.10. If it doesn't hold the channel, cut it. Easily up to $30. That's a 2-to-1. This is a very safe pick. Somebody who's starting a trade. I think you may see some really good results and build up some confidence if you just start trading. Next is AMRX. You can just see the beautiful price action going down. A lot of 100% moves within these channels. I love it. Versus the support has been holding. One thing that's a little bit concerning is that reversals don't take this long. Stock, right? So keep that in mind as you take this. The MACD, currently we're waiting on that to kind of either bust down or bust up, so keep an eye on that for an indicator. The RSI has been under 40 recently, so that's really good for getting picked up on scans. Historically, it does bounce here. We're looking at, some possible profits really easy here. It does bounce in this area, which I do like. If it does survive and it does what we want it to, it could easily be a 30% stock, which isn't unheard of. So this has a really high upside. Now I think $45 or $5 here is a little bit more realistic, but that is possible. I would set a stop loss around $3.97, $3.98, right? If it doesn't hold, get rid of it. $5 is our potential here. That's about a 3-to-1 ratio. That's really good, a really safe pick. I don't think it's going to go down that far, not up that far. So if you're just starting, this is a great stock to check out. Next is AQUA. We called this about a week ago. When it busted out, we kind of took our profits here and let it go. Got killed on earnings and it survived right here. As you can see, that's a support. It held right after earnings. That's a really great sign. First thing is that's a very strong support. It's been a great resistance in the past, so it should be a really good support as well. The MACD, as you can see, is kind of bottoming out and coming back. That's really great. We also see a bullish divergence, kind of back out a little bit. We can see right here to here, or right here to here. That's opposite. Whenever that happens, that is a bullish divergence. This has a chance of reversing right now. The RSI was recently close to being oversold. It could be lower, but again, 40 is a great deal, honestly. Historically, this thing over the last month and a half has just been trending up. One thing I really like about this, and a great lesson for you guys, is we can take this golden channel that's been riding, and if you can redraw as a channel like this, you can kind of put it above it. You can see that it's also kind of forming a channel. And then a great lesson too is you extend it to the left. We can see right here, right here, right here. This is in fact an upward channel. So we're getting in right at the bottom of the channel. That's great. It's all above all three MAs too. That's fantastic. I'd cut it at 24.50. If this doesn't hold, get rid of it. Obviously, that's what we always say. 29.50 is the goal at least. We're looking about a 4-to-1. If you love breakout plays and retest the support, this one's for you. AXU, we called about a week ago over here. It didn't live, and now we are at a low. That's fantastic. It's a great deal, honestly. It can't get much lower than this. Very strong support historically. It's held before, not tested too much. I like the support a lot. This is the first time in 6 months it's been oversold, so that's a great sign of it being a fantastic deal. The MACD is curling up. Oh, that's great. And then historically, not too much price action to where you're going to have white knuckles carrying the stock for you. You can maybe see in a day maybe 4 or 5% at most. Maybe it moves up 20, 30 cents, right? It's not a lot of difference. It's a good long hold. Again, if you are new, this is a great confidence booster if it works out. It just confirmed and got stopped here. If it breaks this channel, it's going to go crazy. I would cut at 233 under your confirmation. Cut it right about here. Then you go rebuy in lower. We're aiming for 291. That's at least the goal for now. That's a good 4-to-1 ratio. That's a fantastic play. CRK, you can see it's definitely a descending triangle here. Not perfect, but that's okay. Historically, this thing rides this channel and the support like crazy. It just bounces up and down from it. The volume is what we're waiting on. You can see it's pretty low volume. As soon as we see volume in the stock, it will reverse to the green, I believe. Very strong support here, and it's very cheap. Very low risk. You can just cut this at 440, which is right down here. Just cut it. If it's not going to hold, don't hold it. Always buy if it goes back up and confirm. and we're aiming for 525 at least. That's a 3-to-1. That's also a very safe, good play. Next is DOCU. The best part about this one is that it's been confirmed and it's rising. We called this about a week ago. It's now at a support and it seems to be holding very well. It's over all 3 MA lines, which I really like to see. It is historically something that goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down very, very calmly, besides this bump right here. So you can take this and know you're not going to lose all your money overnight. It's a really good beginner trade right here. I would definitely put my stop loss at 213. We're aiming for at least 244 on this one. That's a 3-to-1 ratio. If this works out and keeps climbing, this is a fantastic trade. I am very biased in loving HCAT. I've abused it 3 times now to fantastic success, and right now is the time to get in once again. Literally everything. I love it. It has bullish divergence from here to here. It has great support. It's over the MA lines. Strong support right here. I mean, this is just a fantastic play. You're not going to lose all your money overnight. It's a great one to hold. Cut it at 33.50. If it doesn't hold the support, get rid of it. We're aiming for at least 37. This is a 3-to-1 ratio, but even if it doesn't work out this time, hold on to this one. This is fantastic price action. RDN. This is a very easy play to read. Its only thing is it's a simply rising ascending triangle here. It's very low risk, pretty high reward. I can't even tell you what the reward's going to be. If it breaks above the 20-30 area, you have a whole history of it being higher. It can just keep running. We have no idea. But over the last 4 months, it's been getting higher lows and it's been getting higher, and it's primed to break out. It also has some form of divergence here. This is a double bottom on the stochastic, but it's higher. That's also a great sign. Cut it if it doesn't reach just 18.15. I would cut it. 18.20 is fine too. If it doesn't hold, get rid of it. But the reward, I have no idea. It can really go off for a lot. I can see that happening. Next is safe. Again, I'm really sad it broke above it. I've played this about 6 times now of it really bouncing up and down. It's finally designing a new channel. So this is what I see kind of as our new area. It's in the middle of it, but this is a strong resistance. There's a possibility that this becomes a new channel and kind of gets higher. So that's what we're kind of hoping for. Right now it's at support and the 50 MA. All MA lines are below it, which is a really great sign. What's really nice is the MACD is really slim here. And when things start coiling or getting small, it means a move's coming. So I would anticipate a big move soon. It's very low risk if it doesn't hold at least 16, even maybe 65.80 at worst. I'd cut it. We're looking for at least $72 at worst. That's a 2-to-1. A pretty safe play. It's had a great history though. I hope it comes back down to earth so we can play this channel once again. Next is SBAC. As you can see, this one's a little bit more volatile. This will give some people some caution. That's okay. This support it's at right now, it holds. Now historically it's held because of the 200 MA. As you can see, it rides that up, and that's recently been broken. So there is a chance this one is going to do the exact same thing over here, but an opposite. So that's why we're going to have a tight stop loss, just in case that's what happens. It has a really strong support though. I really like it, and it's at a fantastic deal right now. If it does reverse right here, it is a double bottom. That's a great sign. Yeah, that's about only positives for this one. Although if it does go up, it's going to be a huge hitter. 286 is my stop loss. If it doesn't hold that, get rid of it. We're aiming for $305 at least. That's a good 4-to-1 if it does hold. It's a great risk versus reward. More of an intermediate trade. If you're a beginner, this may give you some a hard time reading it, and it may give you a little bit of white knuckles holding it. So be careful. TEVA, we called this a few weeks ago. Stocks can do 3 things. They can go up, they can consolidate, they can go down. This one has gone up, consolidated, gone down, consolidated. I'm pretty confident it's going to either go up really high or down really low. As of right now, I can't see why it would go down, so I think it's going to go up really well. It's beautiful history of channels being created, and we're in a channel right now. Now we are at the top of a channel, but again, that's why risk and reward come into play. We are above all 3 MA lines, which is a huge elevating factor, which I like. It is at a support historically. I didn't mark it, but right here is probably a really good support. So it's his own little baby channel in here. That's really good. We also see the MACD is starting to curl. The stochastic is curling and RSI is going up. So this is a confirmed play. If it does bust through, this can go wildly higher, which I really like. Set your stop loss at around 935, 940. If it doesn't hold this MA line, get rid of it. 1055 is probably our low for a goal. At worst, hopefully. That's a 4-to-1. We called this a week ago. We got in right about here. And if it keeps going, it's going to be a fantastic play. Next is UNVR. Now, again, really good up builds. Great price action. I was hoping this would drop down into our channel, but it hasn't yet. So maybe it will. But as of now, this support and all 3 MA lines are holding for it. It just confirmed. So I want to see it keep going. We could also see a double bottom divergence. So I think this is going to keep going up. It is making its own mini triangle too. You draw a line like right here. You can see it's kind of making its own triangle with this being a resistance. So that keeps going. It will eventually break out to higher highs and really go long here. I would cut at 17.15. If it doesn't hold these bottoms here, I would get rid of it and then you can rebuy in later. 1925 is our goal at least, and that's a 3-to-1 ratio. If this holds out, UNVR will be a fantastic play. And lastly is UPLD. I'm a little salty about this one. Just like safe, I've played it almost 7-8 times with great results. But since now it's kind of starting its own new channel right here, I'm going to bet that maybe UPLD is having its own little mini triangle up here too. Again, it's a very low risk, very high reward. If this doesn't hold right here, you know, you can cut it at 42.45, 42.50, and you've lost almost no money. But if it goes where you want it to go and kind of reaches new highs, that's about 19% return. That's a 5-to-1. Now again, I'm hoping it kind of dies and comes back down to here, and we can replay it again at an even better deal. But you're putting, 2%, 3% in the line to make 19. That's a fantastic play as well. And that's it. These are 15 plays you can play tomorrow on Monday. I hope these work out for you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please comment below. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and bell notification again. Have a good rest of your Sunday. We'll see you guys next time.